We've got people from all over the world, and that's a good sign. People are showing the interest. And today's topic is definitely one which is going to help everyone who is starting or who is already been in the business for a long time. Um, as you know, the topic is doubts and procrastination. That's a very, very powerful topic. I am looking at somebody from Poland. I just, something just went by. Who is from Poland? Is it in feminine? What is smart and who is this smart HT? I'm sure that is not your name. Can you please unmute and tell us your name, please? Because this is a very private call. This is not a call where anybody can come in. So if you don't tell us who you are, then I'll be sorry to remove you from this webinar room. So I'll give you just a few seconds before you are removed from the room. Because this is, it's not. Hakan is there from Poland. All right, right. Hakan, brother, it's good to see you. It's lovely to
Hello.
see you. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. So we have got, people from Europe. That is Hakan from Poland, Zoran from Germany, Johanna from Bosnia. So these are the people who are joining from Europe and from North America. We've got Michelle from Ottawa, and Afsha is from Calgary, and who else? Qaed is from Dallas. So we have got a very global audience. Of course, a lot of people are from Middle East and Pakistan. Most of you all are from that part of, and our brother Tommy from Malaysia, beautiful Malaysia, and that's the headquarter that every one of you all should visit. All right. So, Nasiba, just give me a thumb up that you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, please?
Not yet. Yes.
You can. All right. And tell me, you can hear also. Okay, you can.
But I think there is one person, he didn't say who he is.
I'm going to give him 1 or 2 minutes, and then you can you help me out? You just give him a text message, and after that you can remove him. Remove that person. If the person does not identify, will not have anybody who don't identify themselves, please. Okay. Thank you so much, Nasiba. Can you hear the voice now?
No.
Can you hear? No, you cannot hear. Okay. So this is sometime there is a glitch in the technology, and now that glitch has been removed. So now tell me that technology problem is solved or not. Can you hear?
Today I'd like to talk about follow-up. A lot of people get really stressed out.
Nasiba, can you hear or not?
Yes, I can.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
About follow-up. What do? I've already talked to this person and I've exposed them to what it is that I have. I've tried to educate them. But what do I do now? They didn't say yes. They didn't say no completely. What do I do? So I learned a couple things when it comes to follow-up. The first thing that I learned is when it comes to a business decision, people aren't ready to make a business decision, to join a business in one exposure, very rarely. They usually need more information. They got to think about it. They got to let it soak in. They got to get some more questions answered. They got to figure some things out. So I learned to have patience. Even though I was ready to go after one exposure, they might not be, and that's okay. So have patience with somebody to understand that our job is ultimately to educate them fully so they understand what it is that we have. And it might take many exposures for that person to become fully educated to the point they understand. So I learned that for business prospects, it usually takes 4 to 6 exposures before they're ready to make a decision. And it could follow any order. It might be a conversation, which leads to a product sample, which leads to watching a Zoom recording, which leads to getting on a 3-way chat or a 3-way phone call, which leads to looking at the compensation plan, which leads to attending some event, online or virtual. It could be any number of things. But the one thing I learned about follow-up is the only purpose for an exposure, exposing somebody to the information about your business, the main purpose is to schedule the next exposure. You're like, what do you mean? Well, here's what I mean. Have somebody talk to somebody about your business. But by the time you're done with that, don't leave that conversation until you schedule the next exposure. Well, I need to think about it. That's fine. I understand you have to think about it. How long do you need to think? Is there anything I can give you that would help you while you're thinking about it? Would you like to learn a little bit more about the product? Would you like to learn a little bit more about the opportunity, how the compensation plan works, company information? Oh, company information would be great. All right. If I sent you some of this information, would you check it out? When do you think you could see it for sure? All right, fantastic. Let's talk after then. You schedule the next exposure. Send them that information, schedule the next exposure. And when you follow up with them, what did you think of the information that I saw? Yeah, it was good, but I don't really know how I would make money with this. Well, I have a compensation plan tutorial that'll walk you through how the money works. If I sent you that video, would you check it out? All right, fantastic. I'll send you a video and I'll send you a PDF. You can kind of follow along how the compensation plan works in connection with the video. When do you think you could see that for sure? All right, I'll contact you after that. Next exposure. And maybe the next exposure is scheduling a little 3-way phone call or 3-way chat or 3-way Zoom with somebody with their background, let's say, or your upline. Schedule that next exposure. Maybe invite them to a live Zoom. Hey, you don't have to turn your camera on. Just come watch this Zoom that we do, and you get behind the scenes, and you'll see what it is that we do inside of our company. Oh, okay. Maybe you want to try the product and see if you think the product's going to be a good idea for you. And you think there's a market for it? All right, fantastic. Let's get you set up as a customer as part of your due diligence so you can try the product. See what I mean? Exposure to exposure to exposure to exposure. Now, I want you to think about anything. How many times have you seen something online? Let's say you see an ad and you go, ooh, that looks interesting. I want to buy that. But you don't buy it. Okay? You don't buy it, but then you see it again. And you're like, yeah, you know what? At some point when I have time, I'm going to buy that. Some of you have seen the same ad 30, 40, 50 times. And then you finally say, you know what? I don't have anything to do right now. I'm going to go buy. Right? Most of you have made a decision already based upon some exposure that you were affected by. You already made the decision, but you didn't have the time, you were too busy, you didn't feel like grabbing your credit card or whatever. So you put it off, you procrastinate. Same thing's true with people who are looking to join your business part-time or customers. Same thing's true. So follow-up is really just doing what you said you were going to do. Have an exposure. At the end of that exposure, schedule the next one and make sure you do what you said you were going to do. Get them the information and then reach out to them again at the time that you committed that you were going to do that. If you're just a pro and you show up from exposure to exposure to exposure to exposure, don't put too much pressure on one exposure. Most of you would not start a new business of your own if you were serious about that business after one exposure. Some of you did, but most people in the world won't. On average, it takes about 6 exposures. So that means for every person on your team that joins after one exposure, it takes somebody 12 exposures before they're ready to make a decision. So understand, our job is to continue to educate until a person's ready to make a decision. Do what you say you're going to do. Be a professional. Lead them from exposure to exposure to exposure. Your goal is education and understanding. But you got to stay in communication. I can't tell you how many people made an exposure to someone. That person was going to say yes. They intended to say yes, but then they never followed up. And that person went, wow, they never even called me back. I threw one tiny little objection at them. They never even called me back. The most painful thing in the world, I promise you, is to find out somebody you talked to 6 months ago joined somebody else because you didn't follow up. That's painful. I've seen people walk the stage that I talked to. They were a little bit like non-committal, so I didn't follow up. They joined and they were at a top rank inside of my company. Oh, painful. I would save you that pain. Be a pro. Do what you say you're going to do. The old saying is correct. The fortune is in the follow-up. Be a professional. Do what you say you're going to do. Follow up, exposure to exposure. And I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Nasiba, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So everybody is in, and just for my, I would request everyone to have a piece of paper and a pencil, because I want you to interact. I want you to write notes. So I would love to see all those who are on camera. Just show me that you have a paper. Show me you have got a paper. So I've seen notebooks. I see, lovely. Rameh, Ifat, Afsha, and yes, and this toy of yours that you have, this the thing called mobile, which has become, thank you, Masuma, all those who are having this beautiful toy, kindly switch it off or put it in silent and put it upside down. Like when you go to the masjid, it is like that. Okay, so let me start doing the recording. That's for me only.
Recording in progress.
Good morning and welcome to this special coaching, which is success coaching. And the topic is very, very important. Just not very important. It's very, very important. The topic is doubts and procrastination. I've been thinking, Nasiba asked me that, what is that you're going to talk on this? I've got a lot of topics to talk on, but I thought that why not talk about something, not only about DX and business, but about life also. So these two words which are there, your success or your failure depends upon these two. We do not succeed because there is so much of doubts happening in our mind. There's something which is not letting us go forward. It is holding us back. And then once we decide that we would like to go ahead, the second thing happens, and that is called procrastination. Now, this is a big word, procrastination. In simple word, it is letting things go for tomorrow. In Urdu and Hindi, though there are a lot of people from subcontinent, the word that we use is talna. Chalo, kal karenge. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do the day after tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes, and your success will never come. So what I'm going to do is, I've divided the topic into doubts, first part, and then I put procrastination in the second part. And as well, I thought that this is all about awareness, education. Remember, our business, your business, DXN business, is not about selling the product. It is about giving the solution to their problems and making them aware. So today also, I'm going to make you aware about what is this, why it happens, and how you can get out of it. That's the most important part. The impact that is going to happen and what action steps you're going to take. You need to come out of your self-doubt. There is doubt overall, but the important thing is that you are doubting yourself. So there is something happening here. And in procrastination also, there is something happening here. So coming to why doubt happens. What is the cause? What is the root cause? Uncertainty, number one. Lack of knowledge, number two. Your past experience, your past is holding you. You just cannot get rid of your past. Fear of making mistakes. I'll give you time to write. So please write first word doubts and why it happens. And I'm going to keep on connecting it with DXN also. So number one, I think out of all that I've summarized with you is lack of knowledge and information. Why doubt happens is because of lack of knowledge. Okay? Say, when you go and talk to people, and the person says, what is this mycovita? And you have not used it, but you know what is this mycovita. So you should have that knowledge. This is Ganoderma mushroom, but in the sachet form. They are 12 gram, 24 gram, or whatever. So you should have the knowledge. Of a person who would like to earn money. Today, our friend Zoran from Germany, he sent me in the morning, he asked ChatGPT about DXN business. If you remember, your assignment was earlier to use the ChatGPT, to introduce yourself to ChatGPT. So he asked, and ChatGPT is not a perfect AI, that it makes mistake. So I went through the entire write-up. It was very simple, starting from the wellness and stable company and all that. But there was one mistake that ChatGPT did. And I'm going to tell ChatGPT that please correct yourself. And it said that the compensation plan is uni-level. That is only one line going down, and that's where from you make the money. It's not uni-level. Ours is a multi-level. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to 20 lines in order for you to become a crown ambassador. So this is called multi-levels. Okay. Anyway, coming back, your knowledge has to be 100%. So it's all about education. You are a teacher. You are an educator. You become a coach. You become a trainer. You become a speaker. And finally, you become a mentor. So these are the different levels. Of course, to get to the coaching level, to get to the mentor level, you need to put a lot of time to learn, apply, and see the result. So knowledge is important. And now the real fruit of that knowledge is when you apply that knowledge and you see the result. That is the beauty. When you are in the business and you're not getting the result, so there is something happening. Either you're not using the knowledge properly, number one, or the knowledge is outdated. Whatever you are using is not happening at this time. This everybody need to use. Coming to point number 2 is fear of failure. This is people who are successful also. They come to a point where they think, oh, I think I will fail. So there is a doubt happening. So that is point number 2, that people always fear that, what people will say, that if I have done this and I failed. Failure is the step to success. Nobody, all those who are successful, they have not failed. Everybody has failed many, many times. There are so many stories of people like Thomas Edison and then Colonel Sanders of KFC. So many times they failed in order to get that bulb start working. The third factor of doubt is our past negative experience. And we are again afraid of that also, but that past experience, whatever you have done, is holding you. And that thing is in your mind. So if you remember, we had a computer of the 1980s. I remember 20 megabyte first computer that I bought in Abu Dhabi back in 1986 or 87. I don't remember also now. I mean, and it had 20 megabyte, and that computer was costing with some paraphernalia and all that 20,000 dirham. 20,000 dirham was that computer with 20 megabyte was the storage. So if I use that computer now, I'm an outdated person. Can you see that? So the hardware which is there in that computer, that is of no use. This mobile of mine is way stronger, powerful than that computer which I bought for 20,000. So why I'm giving you this example? This hardware that you have to change that hardware. Once again, I'll tell you, I don't care what age you are. You are 25 or you're 65. You need to change and upgrade your hardware here. Get out of your past experience. Point number 3. Point number 4 is overthinking. Overthinking is, oh, this is going to happen if they, and you are constantly trying to sabotage yourself. Self-sabotage. Number 5 is lack of confidence. And lack of confidence. We need to have confidence. Now, if you look at successful people, I mean, they are not afraid. And they have got a lot of confidence. And from where does the confidence come? With your knowledge and the action that you have done, and you got the result. So you're confident. Now, if somebody tells me, this Ganodarma is like that and all that, I mean, that person is just telling me I'm not going to get affected because I know I've been taking that Ganodarma from last 23 years. He doesn't have that much of knowledge about Ganodarma. So lack of confidence, emotional instability. Point number 6. I hope you're writing it down. I'm going a little fast because there are a lot of things to cover. There are stresses happens in everybody's life. Nobody is in a perfect world. This is world still. This is not a paradise. So there are things happen. I mean, just recently, our dear sister, Dr. Ratna, died. I mean, for 2 days, yesterday I called Professor. He could not even talk. I mean, we are like this. We are like brothers. And her contribution was immense. I just can't tell you. I mean, today, the entire Gulf, their success depended upon these two people who are coming every year, 2, 3 times to train us. So there is a sadness, there are anger, there are anxiety, there is stress, there is all kind of financial problems, and there is maybe some divorce, and there is some separation, and there is this and that is happening. That creates some sort of a doubt. I'm going through the psychological part of this, why doubt happened. And then number 7 is called influencing, influenced by others. Other people influence us. So this is the reason why it is very important. The company that you keep is what you are going to become. 5 people, 6 people. Have positive people. Those positive people are going to give you positive energy. Doubt comes when you are with 5 or 10 negative people. Negative people are like cancer. Now, worse than cancer is now, it is called corona or COVID. Everybody knows now what is COVID, right? The virus. Even your own people, you don't go and hug them. It can be your husband, wife, brother, best friend, mom. If that person is affected with corona, you're not going to go and hug them. That's how it happened. Everybody was putting masks. And still I see some people are putting masks to get to it. So now you have to put that mask in your mind. Are you with me? Once again, get that guard from those people who are negative influencer. So doubt arises because of those people. Number 8 is called your growth that is taking place. Again, there is a testing time. You'll fall, you'll get up, you'll fall, but that creates some sort of a doubt. So you have to have patience. You have to have trust in yourself. So if you are having mistrust, you're not trusting yourself, that'll create doubt. So these are all like dominoes. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. All these dominoes are all attached to each other. Number 9 is, I've spoken so much about goal setting. So you have to have a very clear goal. My short-term goal, I'm going to become diamond in 6 months' time. And my long-term goal, I'm going to become a triple diamond in 2 years' time and 4 years' time. Whatever you have, write it down. So there are a lot of videos of mine in YouTube. Please go and watch them. I've done a lot of research. And in this Ramadan, I'll tell you that, where you get kind of happy when you see the result. So in my masjid, I was called to give a talk on this goal setting. And they were all youngsters. These are youth. And this I did it about 7, 8 years back. This, I'm telling you, I'm talking about these youngsters who are in the university. There are a lot of university students come. And 2 of them, after my goal setting session, they wrote the goal. They gave the deadline. They gave all kinds of short-term, long-term. This is a complete SMART goal formula which I gave. So I was in the Taraweeh prayer in Ramadan, and this guy comes. He said, Mr. Ghania, the talk that you gave, I've got 2 of my known person who really, become very successful. One guy is now, after 4 or 5 years, started earning $200,000. I said, that's very nice. And the result was your goal setting session. Just one session I did. And that changed the life of these 2 people. And the other got a very good job. So what I'm saying is, you want to achieve success in DXN. DXN is not a hobby or party time, let's have, because other people are saying it's a hardcore business. So these are the points that I have told you. There are 9 points. Okay. I hope this is clear to you all. If you have written it down, you can share with each other. Now, how to handle doubts effectively. You have done everything. You have done everything. And now you are kind of stuck in that hardware. What do you do with that computer? Again, that computer which has got old hardware, you have to replace it. Or you want to upgrade it. For example, you want to upgrade your hardware. Where do you go? You don't have that technology, you don't have the hardware. You have to go to an IT specialist to upgrade your computer. So you need a coach or you need a mentor. Even all those great people that are there who are highly successful, they have not one, they have got 2, 3, 4, 5 mentors. So you need a coach. You need people to help you. Now I come to procrastination, the second topic, which is very deep and very important. Lot of people, they're not becoming so successful is because let's do this thing tomorrow, or after 1 week, or when I am a little relaxed, or when this project finishes, or when the baby that I have on the way, when the baby is delivered, then I'm going to start. All kinds of putting off for tomorrow. Your DXN business is just like, now please listen to me very carefully, like you sleep, like you eat, like you drink, like you say your prayers. Every day you do it, whether you like it or you don't like it. You do it. Talking to those 2 to 3 people every day should be your everyday chores. No excuses. You all know that I had gone for vacation for a week, 7 days, but still over there also, wherever I was going, whether it was a restaurant or whether it was the hotel, I was just talking to the people. Conversation, I was talking to the people. So procrastination is something, again, is from your mind. Now, causes of procrastination is connected with doubts. All those who have written those 9 points, now I'm going to go through. Point number 1 is called fear of failure. Why we procrastinate? The brain triggers that you cannot do it. Just postpone it for tomorrow. Fear makes the brain delay get started. That delay it. Because that fear is there. Number 1. Number 2 is fear of success. Now, these are the people who are very successful. And it is very kind of strange that even after becoming successful. Now, if you have read my book, there is a chapter called Bridge of Failure and Success. And that talks about when a person becomes a diamond, when a person becomes a double diamond. There are a lot of people who, after becoming diamond, they have failed. After becoming a double diamond, triple diamond, they have failed. And what is the reason? There has to be a reason. There is something happening in their mind. But physically, what is happening? They are not earning money. Their team is collapsing. Their star agents are not working. Their diamonds are not working. So that happens also. You have reached to a success point and then you drop down and then you procrastinate. You stop. There's no motivation in it. Point number 3 is perfectionism. Now, this world is not perfect. You are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. So everybody would like to do it in a perfect manner. If I'm not going to do it in a perfect manner, I'm not going to do it. It is said that, imperfection you fail, you do things. It's much better than going into perfection. So point number 3 is procrastination is because of that, having that perfect thing. I want to do it exactly. Point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. No. If point number 1 is very important, or point number 5 is more important, get that point number 5 first and get it doing. Overwhelm, multitasking. We are getting into all kinds of this job, this job, this job, this job. In DXN, you got 2 jobs to do. As a consumer, you eat the product, drink the product, and apply the product. Is it hard? It is not hard. Now that comes with your belief again. There's no procrastination. There's doubt. There's only doubt. And that doubt, you have to get it out. So don't try to, overwhelm yourself with a lot of things happening in your life. Try to make your life simple. That is in your hand. This is very important. Okay. And in the goal setting, there are a lot of goals, and you have to narrow it down to 1 or 2 very, very important goals. And what is that most important goal? Is your good health. Your good health has to be number 1, followed by good income. And in good income, only thing that you have to do is talk to people. That's it. Talk to people, conversation. And you just saw the video just now. All those who came early, I gave them a nice gift. And that was the follow-up and the exposure that we are doing. Okay. Lack of clear goals, that I've already told you, that we are not having any clarity as far as the goals are concerned. You have to be very, very specific in your goal. Number 6 is low energy and lack of motivation. Let's talk about low energy. And you're tired mentally, physically, emotionally. You have to get out of that. You have to get out of that fatigue. We get tired, of course. So what is the best way to get out of that tiredness? Rest, relax 1 or 2 days. Okay. Sleep, not just 5, 6 hours. Sleep for 12 hours. And then get back to full energy. So these are the basic things that you need to do. You know it. You're telling to your children. Motivation is very important. Okay, point number 7 in the procrastination. There's no motivation. There's no go. You get up in the morning, like in the job, you are kind of just dragging yourself to the job. Poor time management. Time management, you cannot manage. So many things that you have to do, you can't do it. So in time management, what you need to do is put the highest priority. What you need to do every day. And if you don't do today, then you do double the next day. And the worst thing is everybody needs a quick money. You have 1 sachet of Mycovita or 5 tablets of spirulina or cordyceps, and you want an instant result. It doesn't happen like that. And you get demotivated and you start saying, you made me a member. And I'm talking to yourself. I mean, you also get that thing. I'm not getting the money that what I was promised, or what, I've seen the people getting the money. You just find out, don't ask the person, how much you are earning. There are some people who are earning $10,000, $20,000, $100,000. I know there are people, $100,000 per month. This is DXN. And I know from some other companies, there are people who are earning $250,000, 250,000 they are earning. That's insane money. So I go and ask them, what are you doing? I don't care about their money. The important thing is you need to ask what they are doing to get that money. If they are fit, they are super fit. So what they are doing? Self-doubt, again, is part of procrastination. Point number 10. Now, now you got 9 points in doubts and 10 points in procrastination. So which means procrastination has got a higher score. And that is the reason why, we are not going towards our goal. So how do you overcome the procrastination, that delayed switch that we have? Keep on saying it, tomorrow. Okay. Break your goal and your task into small goals, small tasks, and try to prioritize that this task is number one. Once again, all those who are listening to me, please, keep in mind the most important task that we need to do is to talk to people. Talk to people. That is the only thing that you need to do every day. So if you're not doing the basic, then there is something not right at all. Okay. So breaking down your task, breaking down your, give me a second. I'm just trying to get something right. Okay. So I hope you are writing the notes, which is very, very important. Please, I just want to see all those who are, I'm taking a screenshot of the people who are on call right now. I got it. Okay, where are we now? Okay, I hope 9 points and 10 points, and now I'm giving you the how to come out of this procrastination. So you need to have those goals broken down into small things, and you should be very, very clear, laser focus in what you want to do. All right, that's number 2. And you see your progress, not perfection. Please write it down. Progress, small progress, good progress. Not towards going to get my $10,000 or $5,000. No, don't do that. Reward yourself and manage your, that prioritize time emotionally, physically, mentally. Be present, be there. All right. And take help. I have told you so many times, have an accountability partner. All people who are successful, they have somebody. You cannot be with your upline all the time. You cannot be with your coach, but you can have a person who have just joined, who are on the same level, so you can talk to those people. Like in the case of the lady Gulerana, what I have done with her is she just joined recently from Swat, beautiful valley, and I've got her connected with Mehak. There's another lady who is from Lahore. They are not from the same team also. But if you're from the same team, that will be lovely. All right. So try to get all distraction out. Like, again, you used to have mask and you used to have the distance from those people who are having COVID. So likewise, get that distraction out. All right. And discipline yourself. Discipline. That is the only way that you can get to that success. So I hope today's talk, it is a. I'm thinking of giving it to Dubai office also, maybe next month. So this is something that you need to, you know, uh, think, work on yourself, and I'm 100% sure that you will become successful. I'll again end with this same book that I've been telling you. This is not a very thick book. How many pages is it? Let me just check. And this is a wonderful book that I want you to read. It's 230 pages, 231 pages. Start with your why. What is your why in life, in DXN? What do you want from this beautiful global program that we have? All right. I've got a beautiful quote. I want to, just say it. It is said that you either make progress or you make excuses. But you can't do both. I'll repeat. You either move forward or you stand and you make excuses, complaints. Oh, the company is not good, the management is not good, my upline is not good, the product is not good, my crossline is not good, the weather is not good. You keep on making excuses and stand and keep on complaining, you're not going to move forward. Never. And there is another beautiful quote on procrastination. I've just written it somewhere. Procrastination in network marketing is not a business problem. Please write it down. Procrastination in our business is not it is a personal discipline problem. It is our problem, which is we are not disciplined. And Jim Rohn has spoken so much about this discipline. So with that, I will stop this beautiful small talk of ours. And then let me stop recording too.
Recording stopped.
All right. So I've got 10 minutes. And please, there's a lot of material I've covered. And inshallah, I plan to do this thing because the moment I give my, suggestion, or I say that, okay, I would like to give a talk in Dubai. I'm from Dubai. They can give it all around the world. That will be done somewhere in May or June. The same talk. Because all this is a heavy material that I've given you today. It is just something for you to think about. If you have written all the 9 points and you have written all the 10 points of the procrastination and you work on it, you have to work on yourself. If you are really having some challenge, you are most welcome to, ask me, Mr. Ghani, I'm stuck over here in this goal, or I'm stuck over here in the accountability thing. Can you just help me to get my accountability partner? So I've got a lot of people, alhamdulillah, who can partner with you. But you find your own partner. And the best partner that you have is from your team, whether he's or she's your upline or downline. And more than that is they are on the same level. If you are, say, just a new member, try to get somebody who's a little senior to you, not a crown diamond. Because again, that person's thinking and approach is different. You will not be able to understand that person's language. Okay, so questions, because all this talk is, is going to be cemented in your mind, because I've given you a lot of examples. A lot of the points that is there. Okay, this is the best. Write down this quotation. I'm going to put it in my WhatsApp status also. Procrastination is the grave. Grave? Everybody knows the grave, okay? They're afraid of going inside the grave, but that is what is the grave in which opportunity is buried. Procrastination is the grave in which the opportunity that you have got in your hand is buried inside that grave. It's a very powerful quote. So I take a break. Let me take some water. Let me ask, you're not asking question. Don't think that I'm going to, target you just because you're close to me. Some people came and went out, came and went out. Tommy, I can see is there right from the beginning on the video, and so are the other three people, Rita, Ifat, and Michelle. Michelle, are you driving or you are in some special room? Michelle, are you there? I can see he's driving, or maybe. Anyway, you don't have to do if you're driving, just leave it. Tommy, tell me, what was the takeaway today? I mean, what did you learn, which you're going to apply in your business?
And in this Ramadan month, I met a lot of people. So
Okay.
I start talking about the business. But
Okay.
some are interesting, some are not interesting. Number one. Number two is mostly they ask me about, as I told you before, maybe you remember that I'm the engineer of doing 20 years, but everybody knows that I'm doing my electrical and air conditioning. Suddenly I talk about this.
Yeah.
Some people are laughing at me. Some people, what are you doing? I tell you the truth. I'm facing all these things, Some of the friends are saying that you are an engineer, I know you that you're doing very good in co-room and so and so, so and so. Now you're talking what?
Very
So
good. Let
what
me
I'm
answer
trying to
you
say,
because you got a very important point.
let me say, what I try to say
One more
is
thing. Okay. What are you
the
trying to
line
say?
is different. I'm engineering from this way to go and talk about this matter. People, little bit people only show interest. Most of them are not interesting because I'm talking different. I'm not a person before. You get my point. I'm engineering doing this one, and suddenly I doing selling the. I'm facing this problem.
Okay. Okay. So do you want the solution? Do you want the solution, the answer?
You tell me something that what I.
So like
me,
you, Tommy, like you, I'm also an engineer. I'm an engineer. You are in the HAVC and I was aerospace engineer. I had the same problem, exactly the same problem. At that time, I was doing the same mistake what you're doing right now. The mistake. You're going and talking to the people, I'm into the business, I'm into health and wellness, and now I'm, going to solve your problem.
laughing
No,
at me.
they're laughing at you because Tommy, now this is for everybody, not for Tommy. Do you know what is the meaning of putting the cart in front of the horse? There is a horse going and there's a cart at the back. You put the cart in front of the horse, what will happen?
It won't move.
That's what is happening to your business. Because you are talking about the business and money and health before you are finding their problems. You don't have to please everyone, my dear brothers and sisters. Do not talk about DXN, about business, about money. Don't do that. What you need to talk is, you need to talk about them, what they want or they need, what are their problems. I was just talking to somebody in Malaysia. Malaysia has got, because of this party type of thing and eating, and I've been there maybe 50 times, the person limbs are being amputated because of diabetes. There is such a high rate of diabetes in Malaysia. You know it.
I know.
You know it. 2 people. I said, what are you doing about it? He said, I don't know. As a first and foremost thing that, you have to control what you are eating. These are the people who love to eat. For them, life is only eating. And and rejoicing and eating, and that's it. So, my dear Tommy, please remember, please, you are an engineer, okay? And you talk about them, find out their problems, money or health or both. And then tell them, let me give you a role play. I said, Tommy, you are the person, you are my prospect, and I'm Tommy. I'm talking to you, okay? And I try to find the problem. So I say, okay, Tommy, you have a serious issue, and you are doing the job for 20 years, 25 years. We are of the same age. So how long we are going to go like this? So I have recently started, I'm not a young guy like you. You are 50, young guy. I'm in my 70s. So I have started using some natural product and from Malaysia, and I'm getting good benefit. I like to share with you about this. I don't want to sell you. You have got a problem. You've got a health issue. So you have to first find their problems, Tommy, and everyone talk. What did Eric Worre say just now? When you start talking, you can have the conversion taking place within 3 or 4 maximum. Can you just put the number? Anybody can put the number, or I just would like to see how many was really watching that. What is the number he said, maximum number?
Sir, 6 was the average and maximum maybe 12.
12, very right. Mudassar is the only guy who was really, and plus he's doing this course also. So 12 times, Tommy, you have to talk to the people before they decide. Why? Today's topic was what? Doubt. Because they had got some bad experience, number one. Number two, procrastination. Because for him, it is not very important. For you, it is important. So they procrastinate. So what do? You follow up. All right. So I hope I've answered. And again, I'm going to talk with you, Tommy. Don't worry. And I would like you to, start with the coaching because that is what is going to give you the confidence. Okay, Tommy? All right. Johanna, you had raised your hand, I believe, or I just saw.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead,
It's
please.
not a question. It's about the diabetes in Malaysia.
Yeah.
The first thing is they drink too much tea with milk, and it's not normal milk. It's the concentrated milk, which is just sugar. It's too sweet, and they drink a lot of it. My first day there, I couldn't. I had only 2 sips, and I couldn't drink it anymore. I never touched it. With concentrated milk, too much sugar.
Johanna, when I went to Morocco, your country, from where you are, and they gave me the tea was lovely. It had a lot of mint inside, but they had those cubes, the white cube sugar.
Yeah, the big one.
They had put about 4 of them. And the
Yeah.
moment I took a sip, I said, what am I having? A sugar.
I say sugar with
Yeah.
tea. I tell them sugar
Yeah,
with tea.
sugar
You should
with
tell
tea.
them
Sugar
not to put sugar. Yeah.
Yeah. The next time I told them that, look here, no sugar. I want the mint and the tea. That's it.
Yeah,
If
it's an
I want
old
to have-
habit. Now people are trying to avoid, but you just should remind them.
Yeah. I'll take the last question because my son is saying, Baba, from the back. He wants me to go out with him for some job. Okay. Any other question? Anybody else? Since Ifat had been also
Sir,
writing notes.
I want to remind that in Sir Eric Worre emphasized that you have to plan next exposure. Don't do the same wording. Don't do same practice. Next exposure, next exposure, next exposure. Events, videos, Zoom meetings, different exposures.
So you have got that. The follow-up is where the fortune is. This is what he said, and I've been saying from last 20 years the same thing. and do the follow-up with the help of your phone. That is, put them in for that 48 or 72 hours. If you put them for 1 week or 10 days or 2 weeks, they're forgotten you. All right, that's all. Ifat, let me get last question and then I have to jump out. Okay, go ahead, please, your question.
तकरीबन हर इंसान सुस्ती काहिली करता है और सर हर इंसान की जो होते हैं डाउट्स होते हैं, तो हमारा कौन सा सप्लीमेंट जो है, हमारा डीएक्सन का कौन सा सप्लीमेंट ये कमजोरी दूर करने में मदद करता है?
Okay. So, as far as the mind is concerned, the question which Ifad had asked is, if the person is lazy and the person would like to, procrastinate, is there any product? The answer is no. The answer is no. I'll be very honest. You see, if somebody is not disciplined, and is there any product for being more disciplined? No.
Sir, to reset the mind, Dr. Lim has the theory of Shunya.
Shunya is another thing. We are talking about discipline and
सर
all
लेकिन
that.
कॉर्डिसेप्स साइनसिस, आई थिंक कॉर्डिसेप्स साइनसिस, क्योंकि देखें ये जो है लिंक करता है डिप्रेशन से, और डिप्रेशन जो है वो काफी हद तक हमारा कम होता है कॉर्डिसेप्स साइनसिस से, जिससे हम एक नई उम्मीद के साथ कुछ सोचने समझने के काबिल हो सकते हैं, जिससे हम अपनी कमजोरियों पर
You see,
काबू पा सकते हैं.
I fully agree. All our products is giving good health, good thinking, but that hardware that we have, जो hardware है वही, that is, they're not ready to do. So the thing is that we need to change the hardware. That only you can do. I've seen a lot of people. You see, you've got maybe 10 years or 5 years of experience. I'm seeing people. They talk, but they are not using the product. You talk about this thing, Cordyceps and Rishi, they are fantastic products. But the person is not using the product in the right way, in the right quantity. Now,
सर लेकिन एक साइकोलॉजिकल भी तो इफेक्ट होता है ना इंसान के ऊपर, उसको लगता है बाज दफा कि हम कोई चीज ले रहे हैं